Tune in. Yeah, you already know the vibes, man. Take Notes TV, the one and only notes, and we still taking over. Gleek, 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 gleek. Yeah. You now locked in with the one and only notes, and this is the Why Not Take Notes show featuring me, the one and only notes, and your boy Why Not.
Why not?
Yeah. We just want to real quick apologize for the delay getting back to y'all. I know a lot of shit popped off. Y'all want all the updates, but you know why not? He was on that greatest vacation, and then Notes had business to take care of with the family. But we back. We hitting y'all right quick, fast, in a hurry. We got a lot to cover today. We got my boy Why Not in the building. Y'all seen the headline? Jada Pinkett. Jada Pinkett, Jaden Smith says that Jada Pinkett Smith introduced the family to psychedelics. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, but we're first going to start off with the story of the hour. Make sure y'all get them t-shirts. Make sure y'all hit that Cash App before I proceed the way I do. But the first story of the hour is Nicki Minaj offers to pay college tuition for teen who killed man to defend his mother. The story coming out of Chicago where a 14-year-old boy was forced to take the life of a man who was viciously beating his mother at a local fast food restaurant. While the news is mainly focused on the fact that charges were not brought up against either the mother or her son in this case, others are thinking about the future holds for the young teen. Nicki Minaj is one of those people who's since gone public and saying that she'll cover his college tuition after his heroic yet traumatizing act. The 14-year-old boy that backed that hammer out when that grown-ass man was punching his mother in the face as if she were a man is a true hero. Nicki wrote on IG, if he wants to go to college, I'd love to help. It's what any son should have done for their mother. She raised a dope kid and should be proud. Also, God knew before she knew that she'd be attacked that day and made sure that she had protection on deck. Gleek. Why not? Did you see that shit where the 14-year-old boy shot the dude who was beating on his mother?
Look, I definitely did, and I'm gonna say this. It's sad. It's a sad situation because obviously, look, I'm not crediting nobody on this. I'm not on nobody's side on this because I understand the situation at hand. The guy who was punching that grown woman like that, something was mentally wrong with him. And I do tip my hat off to that young man because even me, if I seen somebody putting their hands on my mother, regardless of how old I am, he's gonna take a dirt nap.
Believe that.
I'm gonna just tell you that right now. He's gonna taste dirt and worms.
Believe that.
I'm gonna tell you that right now. But I have to say this. It's a sad situation because obviously that man was going through something mentally, and he had mental health issues.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody gonna do no woman like that.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. Period. Nah, you're right.
Period.
Nah, you're right, bro. It is a very sad, unfortunate situation. Hey, make sure y'all hitting that like, notification, and subscribe button. Shout out everybody who tuned in with us and getting right back to the motion with us. Yeah. Now I agree with you. Why not on that though? You know what I'm saying? Anybody touch my mother, you know what I'm saying, in front of my face.
But I'm going to say this too.
It's a bad situation.
I'm going to say this too. If the damn people that was in line watching such cowards, they supposed to all jumped on him and beat his ass, and it could have avoided him with his life being taken. He could have just did some jail time. So I'm going to say this. Shout outs to that young man defending his mom. And I'm going to tell you this. Everybody that was in that stand just recording, since you want to record, you can eat dog shit.
Now, I feel you on that. Everybody was recording, not doing shit.
Because I'm going to tell you what, it was men and women, older men. Y'all all know, it was all y'all in there. Instead of picking your phone up and recording, y'all all should have jumped on his ass, pulled him down to the ground by his dirty ass dreads, and stuffed a mud hole in his ass, and put a couple knots across his head because he needed to hit a speed bump.
Nah, he did.
And unfortunately, he hit a permanent one.
And that can happen when you acting like that. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately,
that can happen. That can happen when you put your hands on somebody's mother. Ain't nobody gonna sit around and watch. My little niece is 4 years old, and if you say something to my mother to the point where she feels like is this, she'll say something, and she only 4. So this guy's 14 years old. Of course, he's gonna see his mother getting beat up by a grown-ass man. He know he can't handle that grown-ass man. Luckily, these days and times, them 14-year-olds be holding.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he's in Chicago, so yeah, they definitely be holding at 14 years
So
old.
so so my thing is he gonna do time for this?
Nah, they actually him and his mother are now suing Chicago for holding them in jail because they were initially arrested for 5 days and released, but now him and his mom have filed a suit against the city, so the city is probably gonna have to cough up some money, quite honestly, because they detained them and arrested them for 5 days. You know, so
Damn.
yeah, both of them got arrested in that. So we'll keep you posted on that. Tune in. Moving along, moving along. QC artist SCY Jim speaks on snitching allegations after body cam footage surfaces. All right, so 1090 Jake, the white man I told y'all about who leaks all the snitching footage out, leaked out the footage of quality control artist SCY Jim cooperating with police during a traffic stop. The footage surfaced after the rapper was shot while trying to park his car in Daytona Beach, Florida. The rapper's face wasn't shown in the footage, but his voice was heard answering the questions from the cops while they searched his vehicle. Since then, Jim addresses a snitching stamp placed on him, noting he didn't tell on anyone and that no one was put behind bars because he answered questions from the cops. Via now deleted Instagram story post, Jim said, "Bro, show me where I gave a nigga real name up. Show me where I told on any nigga. Show me paperwork where I got anybody locked up, bruh. Real shit. This shit lame as fuck. Reaching out and trolling like a bit. All y'all know, all you 1090 fans lame as fuck for even feeding off this shit. Read the 707, whatever. I ain't telling no nan nigga." All right, so I saw the body cam footage, and he gave like a nickname of a nigga named Pooh Bear. I think they did like a rob, or they were gonna do a robbery. He admitted to that on the body cam footage. There's a lot of tipping going on
I
QC,
tell you
man.
what, did he make this statement while he was shot?
Yeah, I think so. That's what they're
Well, I
saying.
tell you what, he was distorted and he was shot up, probably panicking. I'm not gonna say I'm behind him about telling and snitching. I don't condone none of that. I believe eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. That's what I believe, the Old Testament. But any old way,
Uh huh.
I'll tell you this much: he got to take that knot on his head. You opened your mouth, it came out your mouth.
Yeah.
But nobody never knows what they're gonna do or say after they got shot.
Nah.
You never know.
I know, yo, but
You got to take a bullet and see how you gonna act.
nah.
Take a bullet.
Nah, I hear you, and that's when the cops get up on you too. They ain't even trying to get you no medical attention. They just trying to
And
figure out
just
what
think
happened.
about it. You think you about to die. You got all this stuff running through your head, the bullet burning, your body's burning, you losing conscious, your heart's beating fast. Man, come on, man. There's a lot of things, man. That could trust me, buddy, bullets burn.
Nah, I know. Oh man, yo, like, yeah, I just know QC got a lot going on right now. Got a lot going on. Yo, speaking of QC, I didn't bring it up here, but we're gonna talk about it real quick. I just want to talk, and I don't want to get to the messiness. But speaking of QC, I want to first shout out Offset and Quavo for delivering a beautiful BET performance in honoring the late great Takeoff the Rocket, R.I.P. the Rocket. Right after that, Offset went to Instagram and said, Cardi might have been fucking on another nigga, something to that nature. You know what I'm saying? Cardi said, "Stop, it's not true." I'm just biased with the Migos, so I'm just gonna leave that alone and just hope that shit work out. But just giving y'all the update because we didn't cover it. You know what I'm saying? Any thoughts on that? Why not?
Well, I want you to run that back because it was a little fuzzy. I couldn't really understand everything
Okay.
you were
I'm
saying.
talking about the Cardi B Offset shit.
Well, I'll tell you this much. Look, you only get what you put into this world. Cardi had to basically cut him off for him to fly straight. Now he's flying straight. Now you getting what you put in. Now it's her turn. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that it's like that, but you got to understand something. Women don't love from their heart no more. They love with their eyes. Married or not. And if you do got someone that's going to love from their heart and not with their eyes, you got a good one. You better stand on it, sit on it, and don't let it go. You got to beat. And when I say beat, I don't mean beat up. You got to beat, meet, greet, mistreat her shit.
Yeah. Sound a little crazy. Beat meat part, but nah, I heard you. I heard you. I
No, what
heard
I mean, but see, I can't really. What I mean by that is, you know, what grown people do when they're in the room together:
you. Yeah.
beat, greet, meet, mistreat, eat her shit.
Yeah. Fact though. But
That part.
that part. All I'm gonna say, and not just what Offset, I'm just saying, like, fellas, women, you know, like you said, energy matches each other. So you know what I'm saying. Everybody goes through in a
I,
relationship.
but I would, but
Marriage
I
is
will say this.
complicated.
I will say this: marriage is complicated, but at the same time, see, this is where you got to hold adults accountable.
Mhm.
If you're gonna get married and you're gonna use the words wife and husband,
Mhm.
it's no cutting no fucking corners. You're married. Suck it up. Whatever you don't like, fix it. Fix it. You're married for a reason. You got married because all the other men don't mean nothing to you, and all the other women don't mean shit to him. See, the problem is you got to stop doing threesomes. That's the first problem. Okay? Because I'm pretty sure they do those.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
That's what you got to stop doing, threesomes. Because when you do threesomes, it rattles the relationship.
Yo, shout out Johnny in the chat. Shout out Johnny in the chat. Yo, we moving along. We moving along. Take Notes TV, the one and only Notes, over 20,850 subscribers. Make sure y'all subscribing. Hit that like notification, subscribe. Shout out Johnny in the chat. Make sure y'all hitting that chat, fessing me up on this Wetty
Let's go,
Wednesday.
let's go, let's go, let's
All
go,
right.
let's go, let's go, baby.
Yeah. On a positive note, 50 Cent shows off his plaque that he got from Spotify for In the Club, hitting 1 billion streams. 1 billion streams to date for In the Club. Go, go, go. It's your birthday. You know what I'm saying? Shout out 50. Shout out 50 one time for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Boo Boo. All right, moving along. Quando Rondo granted a 100K bond. According to reports, Quando Rondo was granted bond by Chatham County Superior Court Judge Tammy Stokes on Monday. The court finds it significant that the defendant surrendered himself to arrest the day after he learned of the warrant of his arrest, said Judge Stokes. In order, the Savannah native is facing 4 felony charges in a 49-count indictment, including a violation of Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. Per ABC affiliate, he was asked to surrender his passport to the clerk of the court, have no contact with his codees, not carry or possess a firearm, and not use or possess illegal drugs, waive extradition, violate no laws, and appear at all court hearings. So he was brought up on a RICO. Somehow he was granted a 100K bond. Quando Rondo, NBA YoungBoys people, you know what I'm saying? Lil Tim's people, Quando Rondo. Everybody got jammed up on a RICO. You heard me?
Well, I'll tell you like this, right? These guys are doing all these interviews, right? And they keep representing gang shit, gang activities, right? They not on this thing acting like an artist, a rapper, a role model, etc. They acting just like what Charleston White said they are. You got to change the narratives, my guy. Y'all blessed. Y'all blessed. Y'all can do anything in the world. Anything. Go anywhere in the world. Make all different types of monies. Foreign money, American money, yen, everything. Bitcoin. You guys got so much access to get so much money and be entrepreneurs. You got to drop the gang activity. You got to stop promoting gang activity.
Fact though.
Because it ain't doing nothing but making your own people extinct.
Nah, I agree. Everybody, and like, let me tell you something. The feds are watching you. If they got Quando, they can get anybody. So I just want y'all to know, like, y'all not moving slick. They see what y'all doing.
But another thing we got to address too. These record labels promoting it, pushing it, giving the extra kick.
Funding it.
Exactly. Funding it. Listen, let me tell you something. You know it's not right? When DMX was alive, you heard his music, it had a bit of God in it. It had a little bit, it was real. It was about real life situations and what we're going through. You see how they put an end to that fast? They stopped promoting that type music and what they put the money in. Promoting death,
drugs.
Taking opioids, drinking lean, liquid heroin. Man, listen, man. If you're going to blame the rappers, you got to blame the companies as well. You can't just be getting these rappers for things like this. These rappers are trying tell their story and what they seen and what they've been through, and they trying to get paid off of it. But if you're gonna come to somebody, you come at these labels that's promoting it. All right, parental vision as advised. That's what you need to start putting on this music. You need to be a certain age to listen to this music. There shouldn't be access to everyone. Everybody can't handle this music.
Hot Boys guerrilla warfare in 5th grade, 6th grade. But let me tell you something. My parents made sure that I understood the difference. You know, like it's just music. You don't live
It's
that
just
life.
music.
You got two parents. It's different. You know what I'm saying? It's a vibe.
Look. I didn't have two parents, right? My mother was my father and my mother, right? My father left when I was 7. My brother was 4. But at the same time, she brought the real world to us early because of the atmosphere we was around. It was. Shout outs to Stowe Village, Hartford, Connecticut. Shout outs to Stowe Village for making me the man that I am. You know, and like I said, you know, these are some of the things that we gotta address. You know. We got to get the soil right before the trees can grow. The trees are the people.
Nah, man, I know, yo. It's Take Notes TV. It's Why Not. It's the Why Not Take Notes show. I got to get Why Not's vibes on this right here. Make sure y'all hit that like notification and subscribe. Jacquees reportedly tased before being arrested after biting a woman in an Atlanta bar. News recently surfaced that the singer Jacquees was arrested for simple battery and willful obstruction of police officers. Details were limited at the time, but now it has been revealed what led to the singer's arrest. According to the news, Jacquees bit a female employee of the bar he was in before fleeing in a Ferrari. The singer was at a local tap bar last Thursday and reportedly tried to drunkenly fight with security guards, all while being loud and boisterous. The victim told the cops the singer choked her and bit on her hand. After that, police found Jacquees in a parking lot near the scene where he tried to run off after not cooperating with him. The singer was later tased and arrested. Oh, man, and if you look at this mugshot with his swollen lip and black eye, that he was they beat the shit out of him, all right? So
you better know that.
yeah, so
I'll tell you. I know you wanna run, so baby, what's the rush?
They be calling out for quiz.
Listen, let me tell you something. You know what the problem is? These they gotta realize something. Just because you a celebrity, all right? You've been to these little sex parties. Not all women want to be choked and bit.
Yeah, man, tripping, boy.
Not all women. Look. I'm a man. I'm a grown ass man, right?
Yeah.
And I was dealing with a woman one time, and we chilling, we vibing, and you know, like I said, you know what grown people do when they get in that back room. So at the end of the day, she started biting on me. When I mean biting, she biting my chest like a real dog. I looked at her, I was like, yo, I don't like that. I just, you know what I mean? I had to stop the function right there. I had to like stop everything. Look, I don't like that. You biting me like a dog. She was trying to draw blood, biting me in the ears, biting me in the neck. She bit my nipple. That was too far. I was like, man, I don't think we should do nothing, man. I don't think hey, man, I had to make her face the wall because I was scared. Why not?
Why not? Wow.
Why not?
Yeah. Hey, tune in. All right, we're moving along. 2 stories before we get to the last one. Here we go. Casanova sentenced to 15 years in prison for racketeering and narcotics charges. Last spring, Casanova pled guilty to racketeering conspiracy charges involving the untouchable Guerrilla Stone Nation Bloods gang. The New York native faced up to 60 years in prison for his federal crimes, which traversed from New York all the way down to Florida. On Tuesday,
How old is he?
I don't know. He's probably like my age, like 30 around. I'm 35. He probably might be like 38, 36. I don't know.
He made out. He made out with the charges he got. 15 years, he made out. Because those charges hold more than 15 years. They hold about 20, 30.
Yeah, they do. He got serious charges in it. There was some snitching going on. A lot going on. His attorney say he fears for Casanova's life because he recently denounced his gang. I seen he wrote a letter to the judge saying that.
He better know he feared for his life. This ain't no game out here. Man, listen, this ain't no game. He was a part of a big gang, not a little gang. And then he's in jail in New York. New York jails are different. It's very, very savage. It's very, very gutter. Listen, you're going to get more than a knot across your motherfucking head for not getting it right the first time. You might lose your life.
Mm-hmm. Well, he in Jersey right now, Essex County, where your boy from. Gleek, 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 gleek. Shout out Jersey. Shout out East Orange.
Listen, that don't mean nothing.
That's what the wolves.
That don't mean nothing. New York niggas could still touch you.
Yeah, nah.
Do you know Jersey is heavy gang?
Yeah, Jersey's heavy gang, and Jersey niggas.
Heavy gang.
Jersey niggas get busy. You hear me? Jersey niggas definitely get busy. Shout out Jersey. Shout out all Jersey. Hey man, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna pray for Casanova, yo. It's crazy, yo. Taxstone got the 35, he got the 15. We're gonna wait on see what Troy Ave got. Troy Ave is awaiting sentencing, and we'll get y'all the update on that, and we're gonna give you more vibes on that. But as of now, Casanova, 2-time sentenced, 2 times. You hear me? They hit him with 15 years in prison for racketeering and narcotics charges on the RICO. The RICO for the rappers. They're hitting rappers with the RICO. You hear me? Anytime you hear racketeering, anytime I hit you with the racket, you would like, it's not good. You hear me? They hit you with
hit you with the rack. They play racket ball with you. Rack them up.
Yeah,
rack ball.
Rack it up. Racks on racks. Racks on racks on
no,
racks.
Rack bar. Rack bar.
Yeah, hit that like, no, and subscribe, man.
That shit ain't funny. Shout outs to all the brothers that's incarcerated. You know, unfortunately, they had to take a couple knocks across the head to get it right. But hopefully when they get out, they get their mind right, they get their body right, and they come out and do the right thing. So shout out to them brothers. We ain't trying to put y'all down. I overstand situations like that. I've been a part of that type of lifestyle in my life when I was younger. And I just want to say I tip my hat off to you guys, and I hope you guys can get it right and without a couple knots across your head and come out and do the right thing. So shout outs to them guys that's incarcerated.
Yeah, man. Yo, my boy, Why Not, holding it down. Hit that like notification, subscribe. Before we get to the last story, why not? Jim Jones and Pusha T going back and forth right now. Dissing each other.
I'm going to say this. Pusha T, my man. Wrong music. Shooting darts. But if he don't come and step on Jim, because Jim came very, very hard. That song Jim dropped, that shit fire. Tip my hat off to that kid, Capo.
Yeah, shout out Capo.
Yes, Capo, baby. I see you, baby. Goddamn, baby. I didn't know, Capo. Goddamn, baby. Give my boy Capo his flowers, man. Goddamn, bloody.
Yeah, and then Pusha tried to like bring Cam in it, and Cam was like, "Nah, don't do that." Da 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 da. So I'll say this: I think Pusha shit was a little too intricate with the lyrics. It wasn't enough.
Pusha shit was too. It was too grown. It was too grown. Pusha got to go back to the old him. You can't come at Jimmy with that. See, you could come at a Jay-Z like that. You could come at a Kanye like that. You could come at a Common like that. You could come at all these rappers that's like that. But for this, you got to dig in the crates, my boy. You got to go back to that young youth when you was spitting that yuck. You got to come hard. Come on, Pusha T. Ain't no more of that. Man, listen, don't put no thought into this shit. Get raggedy. Jim came raggedy on you.
You gotta get raw.
You know,
get raw. You gotta get raw.
That's what I mean by raggedy.
Yeah, I know.
There's no holding back. You don't put no thought into this rap. You gotta come just like how Jim came. Damn, Jim came hard.
Yeah, man. Pause. But yeah. No, shout out Jimmy. We love Jimmy, yo. Shout out Capo. You know, I was out in Hartford, yo. You know what I'm saying? I love Harlem. Jimmy's, Jimmy's the wave, man. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody know about Jim. But like I said, in the battle aspect, which I'm all for.
Pusha T is the wave, too. Pusha is the wave, too.
Pusha is the wave. And lyricist-wise, Pusha's an undeniable lyricist. But like you said, for this particular battle, like when you went against Drake, Pusha, and you went with that lyrical content, it was an even playing field. You know what I'm saying? You have to know your opponent and the style that they fight with. You feel me? And for this opponent, you got to get a little more raw and ignorant.
What?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What? Hey, no, don't play chess with Jimmy.
Yeah.
Play checkers.
Yeah.
Jump the motherfucking men. Double jump them. Triple jump them. Don't play chess. Play checkers with him.
Yeah, so I say this. Good for Jimmy though, because there's definitely a way to get Jim's name bubbling out here. Good for Pusha too. I seen Pusha out in Paris with Malice, so everybody bubbling. But let's keep. I like this. Let's keep this lyrical. You know,
This
uh,
how it's supposed
this
to
and go.
be. This how
Yeah,
it's supposed to be. This is Spence and a Crawford fight. When you see Jim, you see Pusha T. This is like a Spence and Crawford fight. That's what this shit like. Let's go, baby. This how this music's supposed to be. Let's go, baby.
yeah. You are now tuned into the Why Not Take Notes show. Last story of the day. Jaden Smith reveals his mother, Jada Pinkett Smith, introduced the family to psychedelics. Jaden was a guest speaker in the Psychedelic Science Conference in Denver over the weekend, where he revealed that his mother, actress Jada Pinkett Smith, introduced their family to psychedelics. Smith explained, I think it was like my mom actually that was really the first one to make that step for the family. It was just her for a really long time, and then all right, I'm gonna repeat that. It was just her for a really long time, and then eventually it just trickled and evolved, and everybody found it out in their own ways. Jaden then revealed how psychedelics have helped him boost his bonds with his siblings, stating that siblings can argue so much and fight so much, and Lord knows me and my siblings have done so much of that in the past. But the level of love and empathy that I can feel for them inside of the psychedelic experiences and outside of the experiences has been something that's profound and beautiful. It will actually help us to open our minds and get to know, get out of the old ways of thinking that got us into a lot of these arguments and open it up so that we could just release and make room for you to work it out and massage it out until it's completely gone. Spoken like a true hippie, Jaden Smith right there. You know what I'm saying? Why not? What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I tell you what. Being around an atmosphere they're around that I can't fathom because I'm not around a type of world.
Yeah.
I would say if it works for them.
Hmm.
Personally, I just think that hallucinogenics is not for the black race.
I don't think like to your kids if like you gotta really teeter totter the line with that. I don't know like how what I'm saying with the
I done
legality
had a
of that.
couple friends try to get me to try that, and I'm just not. Listen, I'ma just say that's not for me. I'll tell y'all a story. I'm in Florida. I'm in Miami. I'm having a good time. Me and my
Hmm.
guys,
Hmm.
and me and my guys, we in Miami,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what's that? They was like shrooms. I'm like, word.
Yeah.
So what I do, I snapped a little piece, gave my boy a little piece, bang, we took it. Now
Yeah.
we going out to the club. 30, 40 minutes later, we going out to the club. We going to the car.
Yeah.
When I tell you, I could have sworn it was a black alligator coming next to me. I turned around and everybody turned around with me and ran. And when I turned around when I turned around and really looked, it was a black bag, my boy, swaying across the street. And I'm like, damn, this shit not for me.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm
So
saying. Even
I'll say this. I don't know what it do for certain people, but for me, I'm already at the level where I don't need nothing like that in my life to like find
but
my
like
inner
giving
peace.
your kids acid and stuff, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. The Smiths, y'all got a real interesting, different dynamic, but y'all in a different realm. So I'm gonna give y'all that. Y'all are in a different realm. Things are a little
Yeah, they in a
different.
different lifestyle. Their
Yeah,
lifestyles is
things
different
are a
from
little
ours, so
different. So
we can't really
yeah,
elaborate on what's
yeah. So
what with that.
so
But
what's shocking and different to me is because I'm not around that and not
yeah,
subjected to that. So I'm trying to be fair and open in this. But from the outside looking in, it's like I don't know if I would ever do that. You know what I'm saying? But I want to know y'all thoughts on this. I want y'all to hit my comment section. I want y'all to give me the vibes. I want y'all to give me the vibes on everything. Why not? And I spoke about who's winning the Pusha T Jim Jones battle. Y'all need to drop down in my comments and elaborate on that. Everything we spoke on. Quando Rondo, Nicki Minaj, supporting the boy who shot down. You know what I'm saying? Shot down the boy who beat on his mother. A lot of stuff going on. I try to cover. I was going to speak about Young Thug because he had put a motion for a mistrial, but there's some more reports coming out. But before I speak on that, I gotta get all the facts. YNW Melly case is also very crazy, but I'm gonna get more facts on that, and we're gonna come back to y'all tomorrow with more details on that. You know what I'm saying? Why not in the building? Why not give him some shout outs before we wrap up real quick?
Let's go, let's go, let's go. First of all, let me give a shout out to my crazy ass dog, Blue Hefner, who jumped out the window on my way taking him to the vet. Crazy. Crazy dog. Yeah. I want to give shout outs to all the people around the world with less, the have nots. I want to give shout out to the people that, that think that the world is just coming down on their shoulders and there's no sunlight and there's no growth. I want you to know that. Things will be better. Look for another day. It's only raining on you today. Tomorrow will be a better day. So keep your head up. Let you know that the podcast love you. We love you.
Mm-hmm.
It's people that got your back 110%. I want to give a shout out to the homeless and the people in the less fortunate. So we're going to direct this. We're going to give them their flowers right now. So shout outs to them.
Fact though.
Preventing world and shout outs to preventing world hunger.
Yeah. Shout out to all that. Want to shout out real quick, special shout out, shout out the gang, AGM Stacks, happy birthday, my G, you know what I'm saying? Happy G Day to my guy, you know what I'm saying? Locked in, you know what I'm saying? Holding me down. Shout out to them. Want to shout out the whole entire TNT, Take Notes TV subscriber, all my subscribers holding me down, reaching out to me saying, hey, where you been this past week? Getting on my case, making sure I'm on point. You know what I'm saying? Asking where Why Not been at. You know what I'm saying? So Why Not's back. We back in the building. You know what I'm saying? We keeping it
The
moving.
biofreeze is back, baby. The biofreeze is back. Put it on your back. Put it on your head. Put it on your knots. If you don't get it right the first time, damn, it goes a speed bump for your ass.
Nah, you know the vibes. You know the vibes. Real quick before I wrap up, I did 3 polls to get back in motion. So make sure y'all go vote. But one of them who was a better rapper, Jim Jones or Pusha T. Vote's not that heavy, but right now Pusha T in the lead with 88% of the votes. So y'all go vote on my poll section and make sure we get that right. Then I said, who would you rather be with, Ice Spice or JT from that whole Uzi BET Award incident? Right now, Ice Spice is in the lead. Make sure y'all go vote on that. And then I said, whose album was better, Gunner's A Gift or Curse or Young Thug's Business is Business? And right now, Thug is in the lead, but it's very close. And I think that's a very close, good debate right there. So hit them polls, get them votes. We're going to get y'all updated. Hey, make sure y'all hit that like notification and subscribe button. This is the Why Not Take Notes show featuring your boy Why Not and me, the one and only Notes. When shit hit the fan, we'll be back for more. But for now, we out. Leak, 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 leak.
Blip, 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 blip.